Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builder Supply. In this video is to bring you a closer look at the Rockwood number 440-626. This is a satin chrome plated solid brass low style dome floor stop. And here it is. So it's called a dome stop. You can certainly use your imagination and see why we would call it that. And this is a low style in the sense that this lip is about a 1/4 inch. And they certainly make these where not only the lip height increases, but of course so would the overall height of the dome stop. This is a piece of solid cast brass with a satin chrome finish. That would be considered the most durable of all artificial finishes, satin chrome plating over brass. And is used in lots of installations where you need a floor stop. And the overall height, along with the lip thickness, is compatible with your undercut. This might work real well for an undercut as small as 3/8. Maybe 1/2 inch would be really good. Maybe 5/8. I think if you start to get to a 3/4 inch undercut, you might think about the taller style. And we'll go over that part number in a moment. So dimensionally, again, a 1/4 inch down at the lip. It'll have an overall height. And we'll hold it upside down. About 1 1/8 or so. We'll have a base diameter of about 1 11/16 inches. Okay. We'll include a screw and a plastic anchor that will allow you to get this installed. You'll of course drill 2 holes, and this post is just to prevent the item from rotating, okay, around that screw. Available in certainly lots of different finishes. Let's go over that next. The 440 can be done in a handful of finishes. Oil rubbed bronze powder coated equivalent, US 10BE that's called. 605 for polished brass, 606 for satin brass, 612 for satin bronze, 613 for oil rubbed bronze, 619 satin nickel, 625 polished chrome, 626 satin chrome, 629 polished stainless. Black suede powder coat. That's what that'll be made in as well. I don't see, not so sure about that 629 finish. Let's take a look at that. Let's double check that. If it's available in 629, it should be available in 630. Certainly did have polished chrome listed there, pardon me, polished stainless steel, but it is not available in their catalog, and this is a cast product. They're not going to cast stainless steel to make a dome stop. So by the time you're seeing this video, this will have been removed from the website. 629 was never listed. Well, may have been at one time. Just isn't available at this time. Okay, so real nice finish. This is what they call a Duraflex bumper. They do not list the replacement bumper available as a standalone product, but this will prove to be a very durable piece of rubber that they use. They call Duraflex this type of rubber that they have, and it's used across their line, whether it be for other stops or it be for the holders of kick-down door holders, things of that nature. Now, there is a link below this video to a document called Product Brochure, and that will allow you to see the 440 along with its sister product, the 441. The only difference there is you'll get, with the 441, a machine screw and a lead anchor. So if you know that you're going into a masonry application, then you'll certainly want to order the 441. You can order the dome stop combination unit, the 441 CU, and that will get you the riser as well. That will give you the ability to install this stop in applications where you need a little extra thickness to it, an extra height, and that would give you 3/8. They're saying that you would use this in an application where you don't have a threshold. Sure, when you've got a longer or a smaller undercut, a longer door, you're probably not going to have a threshold with a 3/8 or a 7/16 undercut, whatever is called out on the job. But if you're doing a project and you're not sure what you're going to encounter, or you have both, well, you could order the 441 CU combination unit, or You could just order all 441H. Small lip, larger overall height will certainly accommodate all conditions. Then there's the traditional 442, 443, which is the thicker base material. Even though it's the same overall height, I had mentioned earlier that it would come with a taller overall height. It doesn't. It just has a thicker base on it, which, as far as I'm concerned, is not necessarily something that's advantageous. Okay, so it does have a greater overall height. I was looking at the wrong product apparently. So the 442, 443 will go to 1.5 inches versus this unit being at 1 1/8 inches. Okay, so with that greater thickness of that base, which is going to be a 1/2 inch base versus a 1/4 inch base, you'll basically pick up, 3/8 in overall height. So forgive me, I misspoke. You can add a 449 riser to those 440 or 442, 440, 441. Well, you can't use it with the 441 in the sense that you'll have to take into account what you're going to do for a longer fastener. In either instance, whether it be a 440 or a 441, a 442 or 443, the riser will come in different thicknesses: 1/4, 3/8, 1/2 inch, 5/8, 3/4, and 1 inch. And the riser is what you would use if you simply needed to pad the unit up from a floor condition that might otherwise be consumed, might consume the hardware. If you had thick carpeting, you're not going to get much use out of this when, there's not much of it peeking out from the top of the carpeting. Or you might have an extreme condition in the floor where the floor kind of pitches away, and you've got a normal undercut at the door when the door is closed, but when it opens to 90 degree, that 30 some inch distance now gives you a 1 inch undercut, equivalent. So you might need to build your stop up a little bit. And as you continue to scroll through, that 445 and 445H, those are not unheard of, not typical. They're nice because they're heavy duty because of how they move those mounting points out. And then that 446 is a very common model, that modern style cylindrical solid brass unit. Okay, and that's all on the product brochure. Finally, there's a link below this video to the manufacturer's page where you can pull up not only all of the Rockwood products that we sell, but also a link to the manufacturer's website, as well as a link to the full product catalog for their accessory hardware, which this floor stop would be included, but also for their architectural door pulls. Their RM series architectural door pulls are listed there, and that's about a 100-page document showing you every possible imaginable variation of custom door pulls, incredibly high quality material, incredibly exquisite sort of material. If you've ever walked into exterior applications on all sorts of commercial properties, restaurants, banks, even homes, if you've ever pulled on a real nice door pull, it could be a Rockwood item, no doubt. Any questions on the 440 and a 626 finish or any other Rockwood product, please feel free to reach out to us. And thank you.